Hello students, welcome to Memonit. I am Shahin Mehmood, currently studying 3rd year MBBS from College of Medicine and JNM Hospital Kalyani, and I am SME Biology at Memonit. So let's start with the Botany section A, Biology BPT 4. Let's start with question number 101. So it is saying that which of the following algae contains mannitol as reserve food material? Volvox, Eulothrix, Ectocarpus or Gracilaria. We know that brown algae basically contains mannitol as reserve food material, and here Ectocarpus is the brown algae. So third option will be our correct answer for this question. Let's also check the other options as well. Volvox is the green algae, Eulothrix is also a green algae, and Gracilaria is a red algae. Green algae, the reserve food material is starch, and also Eulothrix it is starch, and for red algae it is Floridian starch. Now moving to the question 102. Okay, 102. It is saying that match the column 1 with column 2 and select the correct option. Artificial system classification, and then natural system classification, and phylogenetic system of classification. Phylogenetic means those who have some evolutionary history. Okay, so artificial system of classification is done by Linnaeus, and then natural system of classification is done by Bentham and Hooker, and lastly phylogenetic system and classification done by Engler and Prandtl. So our correct answer for this question will be first option. Okay, now moving towards the question 103. Okay, so it is saying that a unicellular alga which is used as food. Okay, so Laminaria, Gelidium, Chlorella. So what could be the correct answer? What do you think? That which unicellular alga used as food? So yes, Chlorella is a green alga used as food. Third option will be your correct answer for this question. So you can see Chlorella is a unicellular alga rich in proteins used as food supplement even by space travelers. Because in space what happens that the astronaut can't take much of food, so they take Chlorella as their source of protein. And Laminaria and Gelidium, this basically Laminaria is agar and Gelidium is also agar. So that's why our correct answer is option number 3rd. Moving towards the question 104. Okay. So select the correct statement. The algae reproduce by vegetative, asexual and sexual reproduce vegetative, asexual and sexual methods. Then vegetative reproduction is by fragmentation, asexual reproduction is by the production of different types of spore, and then fusion between one large and non-motile static female gamete and a smaller motile gamete is termed as anisogamous. And then lastly, I think sexual reproduction takes place through the fusion of two gametes. Okay, so we need to select the correct statement. Let's go with the statement one by one. The algae reproduce vegetative, sexual and asexual method. Yes, it is absolutely correct. Then the next one is vegetative reproduction of algae is done by fragmentation. It is also correct. Asexual reproduction is by the production of different types of spore. Absolutely correct. Now this is saying that fusion between one large non-motile static female gamete and a smaller motile male gamete is termed as anisogamous. This is absolutely wrong. This is oogamous. That's why this will be incorrect. And then sexual reproduction takes place through fusion of two gametes, which is absolutely correct. So A, B, C, E are the correct answers. Second option will be our correct answer. Now moving towards the next question 105. I hope you are understanding each and everything very clearly. It is very important to understand, because in biology you know that NCERT, everything will come from NCERT, but NCERT is a very tough book. You need to understand and you need to remember each and everything, each and every line to score 360 out of 360 in biology in NEET 2025. Okay, so Batrachospermum is a red algae of sea, brown algae, blue algae or red algae of fresh water. So Batrachospermum is a red algae of fresh water. This is nothing like this question. This question you can't understand anything. You need to remember. This type of question are database you need to remember and which are important. These questions are coming in NEET 2000. NEET basically coming in NEET from in recent year if you check out the previous year questions. So fourth option here will be our correct answer. Okay. Moving towards the next question 106. Yeah, it is saying that Gemma are present in some gymnosperms, some liverwort, mosses or pteridophyte. So here gemma is present. You know that gemma is present in some liverworts. This doesn't present in gymnosperm. No questions about gemma in gymnosperm, and not in mosses and not also in pteridophytes. The second option will be our correct answer for this question. Moving towards the next question, 107. Question number 107. Which of the following are examples of brown algae? Volvox, fucus or dictyota? You can see that Volvox is basically a brown algae. Fucus is also brown algae and dictyota is also a brown algae. Sorry, Volvox is basically a green algae. I'm sorry, Volvox is a green algae. You can't like if you solve all the questions of this BPT, I mean the part A consists plant kingdom, you will get each and every questions. You can solve each and every questions from plant kingdom if you solve this BPT. Every type of question is there. Okay, so now let's solve this. Volvox is a green algae, so that is not the correct. Now Polysiphonia, sargassum and Eulothrix. Eulothrix is basically what? A brown algae is green algae, that's why this is not correct. Now Volvox, fucus and Gracilaria. You know that Gracilaria is a red algae, that's why it is also not the correct answer. But Ectocarpus is a brown algae, Laminaria is a brown algae and fucus also a brown algae. The fourth option will be our correct answer for this question. So this question basically tests the examples of algae, whether you remember it or not. Okay, now Protonema. Question number 108. So it is saying that Protonema is haploid, is found in mosses, diploid and found in liverworts, diploid and found in pteridophytes, and haploid and is found in pteridophyte. So first of all, you need to understand or you need to remember the ploidy level of Protonema. So Protonema is basically a haploid structure. And what does it found? It found in mosses. So first option will be our correct answer for this question. So moving towards the next question, 109. 109. It is saying that select the rightly matched pair. Monoecious pair, Funaria and Pinus, dioecious plant, Markensian cycas. So monoecious plant, Funaria and Pinus is absolutely correct. Dioecious plant, Markensia and cycas is absolutely correct. And then haplontic life cycle pattern, Eulothrix and Asparagera is also correct. Homosporous fund, Dryapteris and Lycopodium is also correct. Another Heterosporous, Salvinia. So here P, Q, R is all are correct. So fourth option will be our correct answer for this question. Okay. Moving towards the next question, 110. So okay, one thing I need to tell here. Monoecious means monoecious plant means where male and sex, female and male in the same female and male structure in the same plant, and dioecious means they are different in different plant. Okay. So major photosynthetic pigment in green algae are photosynthetic pigment asking in green algae. So what are these? Those are chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, first option, then chlorophyll A, C and fucoxanthin, chlorophyll A, D and phycoerythrin, chlorophyll A and chlorophyll C. So our correct answer for this question will be first option, chlorophyll A and B. I have a very simple trick for you. So you can remember like this: green algae, brown algae, red algae. Now here chlorophyll A will be common in all of this. Chlorophyll A will be common in all of this. And along with that, just go with like this: chlorophyll B, C and T. This is for green algae, this is for brown algae, this is for red algae. You can just remember in this way. It will be easier for you to recall. Okay. The first option will be the correct answer for this question. Moving towards the question, question number 111. So it is saying that read the following statements regarding the bryophytes and select the correct answer. So you need to select the correct statements. First statement is saying that bryophyte lack true roots, stem and leaves. Now the second is the main plant body is haploid, sex organs are unicellular and non-jacketed, and fertilization produces an embryo inside the water. So let's go with one by one. So bryophyte lack true roots, stem and leaves, absolutely correct. The main plant body is haploid. So the main plant body is haploid is, you can see, it is also absolutely correct. Now you can see that the third option, sex organs are unicellular and non-jacketed. This is absolutely wrong. You can see that The sex organs in bryophyte are multicellular. The male sex organ is antheridium. They produce biflagellate anthrozoids. The female sex organ is archegonium, is flask-shaped and produced a single egg. Now it is saying that fertilization produces an embryo inside the water. This is also absolutely incorrect. So here, because why it is incorrect? Because you can see this, that an anthrozoid fuses with the egg to produce the zygote. Zygote do not undergo reduction division immediately. That's why this is incorrect, and they doesn't produce the embryo inside the water. So, and because they produce a multicellular body called sporophyte, and the sporophyte is not free living but attached to the photosynthetic gametophyte and derives nourishment from it. So that's why it is incorrect, and first option here will be our correct answer for this question. Moving towards the next question, 112. Okay, 112. It is saying that given below are the two statements, one is labeled as assertion and the other is labeled as reason. It is saying that the first stage of gametophyte in the life cycle of moss is protonema stage. Absolutely correct. Now the next is saying that protonema develops directly from the spores produced in a capsule. So it is also correct. Now we will follow the traditional method to prove the assertion and reason. Whether the reason correctly justifying the assertion, we will just put a because. Now we will read the explanation. That assertion and reason both are correct. Now the first stage is the protonema stage, which is developed directly from a spore, and it is creeping, green, branched and frequently filamentous stage. The second stage is the leafy stage, which develops from the secondary protonema as a lateral bud. So you can say that both assertion and reason are correct, and if we read like this, that the first stage of gametophyte in the life cycle of moss is protonema stage, because why this happens? Because protonema develops directly from the spores produced in capsule. That's why the first stage of gametophyte in the life cycle of moss is protonema stage. So both assertion and reason are correct, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. This is the way to read assertion and reason. Now moving towards the next question, 130. It is saying that a member of class Chlorophyceae is Laminaria, Sargassum, Fucus or Chlamydomonas. So a member of class Chlorophyceae, what does means? Chlorophyceae means basically green algae. Green algae. Green algae have Chlamydomonas. The fourth option will be our correct answer for this question. Laminaria is Phaeophyceae, Sargassum is also Phaeophyceae, and Fucus is also Phaeophyceae. Phaeophyceae means what? Brown algae. Good. Brown algae. If you can recall all of this, then this chapter is very easy for you, I think. Okay, so question number 140. This is very simple. You know that this figure is given in NCERT. This figure is given in NCERT directly. But generally, you don't notice this kind of figure, that what are the structures there, and the question is from there. So you need to see each and every minute details of NCERT. I am saying you need to look at each and every details of NCERT. Otherwise, you can't score full marks in biology. And there is very necessarily you need to full marks in biology to get a seat nowadays. That's why you need to check this kind of details. So let's move to the question now. So here A is basically frond, here B is the stipe, and C is the holdfast. So here third option will be our correct answer for this question. Moving towards the next question, 115. It is saying that consider the following statement and choose the correct option. Pinus is monoecious, whereas Cycas is dioecious. Absolutely correct. And you can just remember like this: PM, Prime Minister, Pinus is monoecious, and CD, compact disc, Cycas is dioecious. Pinus is monoecious, Cycas is dioecious. This is a simple trick I used to remember during my time of preparation. So statement 2 is saying that gymnosperm have haploid endosperm. It is absolutely correct, because the angiosperm have the diploid endosperm. So both statement first and second are correct. That's why third option will be our correct answer for this question. Moving towards the next question, 116. It is saying that hydrochloride carrageen is obtained from Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae, Rhodophyceae only, Phaeophyceae, Chlorophyceae and Phaeophyceae. So if you can't understand this, so first of all you need to remember what does Phaeophyceae means. Phaeophyceae means brown algae, Rhodophyceae means red algae, and Chlorophyceae means green algae. So hydrochloride carrageen is obtained from Rhodophyceae only, that means red algae. So second option will be our correct answer for this question. Moving towards the next question, question number 117. So which of the following statement is or are wrong about gymnosperms? The leaves in gymnosperms are well adapted to withstand extreme temperature, humidity and wind. Absolutely correct. You know that. So it is written in NCERT. These are from direct NCERT lines. Second is gymnosperms are heterosporous. Absolutely correct. Basically from pteridophytes onwards, the plants become heterosporous. Like the development occurs in this way. Most of the plants. Now the third option is saying that the male and female gamete have independent free living existence. This is not correct. This is absolutely incorrect. And the fourth option is saying that in cycas, male cones and megasporophyll are born on the different trees because cycas is dioecious. This is absolutely correct. Third option here will be our correct answer. So you can read the explanation as well, that male and female gamete have independent free living existence unlike bryophytes and pteridophytes. So yeah, they don't have independent free living existence. They don't have independent free living existence. You can see here, you can read that. So moving towards the next question, question number 118. It is saying that which is not common in chlorella and spirulina. You first of all, to solve this question, you need to understand that what classification of algae this belong to. Both chlorella and spirulina are from green algae. And then the questions are saying both are unicellular. Absolutely correct. Both are rich in protein. Absolutely correct. Both are used as food supplement. Absolutely correct. Spirulina and chlorella. And both are prokaryotes. No, both are eukaryotes. That's why fourth option will be our correct answer for this question. Now moving towards the next question, question number 119. Let's see what it says. Okay, it is also a statement. So in this chapter, there are most of the questions coming in recent year statement based question, and these are from the NCERT lines. So you need to look at it. Select the incorrect statement. Many species of Porphyra, Laminaria and Sargassum among the 90 species of the marine algae used as food. Just see, there is just one twist in this sentence. That is, the correct one should be the 70 species of marine algae used as food. So if you can't pick this, you don't read the NCERT properly. So you need to pick this. So this is incorrect statement. And now let's check the other options as well. At least half of the total carbon dioxide fixation on earth is carried out by algae through photosynthesis. Absolutely correct. Now third one, certain marine brown and red algae produce large amount of hydrocolloids, water holding substances, example algin and carrageen red algae. It is also absolutely correct. Agar is one of the commercial products obtained from Geridium and Grassaria. Absolutely correct. So first option is the incorrect one. So it is the answer for our question. Moving towards the question 120. Okay, 120. I was telling this. Identify the pair of heterosporous pteridophyte among the following. Lycopodium and Selaginella. No, Selaginella is one, but not Lycopodium. Selaginella and Salvinia, absolutely correct. Xylotum and Salvinia, no. Cichlium and Salvinia, no. So Salvinia and Selaginella will be the correct one. So second option will be our correct answer for the pair of heterosporous pteridophyte. So now the next question 121. It is saying that pyriform biflagellate gametes are produced in Ectocarpus polycyponia, Ectocarpus laminaria, Ulothrix polycyponia, Fucus and Porphyra. So pyriform biflagellate gametes are produced in brown algae. So you need to look at the examples of brown algae, whether both the examples are from brown algae. So Ectocarpus and laminaria both are brown algae. So that's why second option will be our correct answer for this question. Moving towards the next question, 122. In this question, we need to find the correct statement from the following. So here, Porphyra species possess two equal flagella to coordinate its movement, which is absolutely incorrect. And then members of Phaeophyceae store food in the form of Floridian starch is also incorrect, because member of Rhodophyceae basically store food in the form of Floridian starch. Now the third one is asexual reproduction takes place by flagellated zoospore in brown algae. It's absolutely correct, because asexual reproduction in most brown algae is by biflagellate zoospore that are pear-shaped. It's absolutely correct. Now major pigment found in Fucus is chlorophyll A and D. This is not correct, because Fucus is a brown algae, Fucus, and I told you the trick that for A, B, C, D like this, so that the pigment should in pigment in fucus should be A and C, chlorophyll A and C. That's why this is incorrect. So correct statement here is the third option. Moving towards the next question, 123. Okay. So it is saying that from an evolutionary point of view, retention of the female gametophyte with a developing young embryo on the parent sporophyte for some time is first observed in, the options are gymnosperms, liverworts, mosses and pteridophytes. So this thing first observed in pteridophytes. So fourth option will be our correct answer for this question. Moving towards the next question, 124. Okay. So it is saying that which is not true about agar. Which is not true about agar. So and the options given are, it is obtained from red alga. Absolutely correct. It is true. It is used to grow culture in microbes. If it is also correct. When you will when you crack the NEET and go to the second year of MBBS during microbiology, you know the uses of agar to grow culture. Okay, so now the third option, it is used to make ice cream and jellies. It is also correct. Now the last option is saying that it is used as food supplement even by space travelers. No, agar is not used as a food substance. Chlorella is used as a food substance by space traveler. So fourth option will be our correct answer for this question. Moving towards the next question, 125. Okay, so question is saying autotrophic aquatic organism which usually reproduce vegetatively by fragmentation, asexual by non-motile spore and perform sexual reproduction also by non-motile gamete. These organisms are, so these organisms are basically, you can see, these are red algae, yes, red algae. Red algae means a member of rhodophyceae which are Polysiponia, Porphyria and Grasseria. So here first option will be our correct answer for this question. Moving towards the next question, 126. The megaspore mother cell in gymnosperm is differentiated from integument, embryo sac, nucellus or endosperm. So the megaspore mother cells in gymnosperm is differentiated from the nucellus. Third option will be our correct answer for this question, because the nucellus is protected by the envelopes and composite structure is called an ovule. Moving towards the next question, 127. The following features are true for algae found in marine habitat. Following features are true for which algae, and these are options given. Found in marine habitat, okay. Food is stored as complex carbohydrate which may be in the form of laminarin and mannitol. When these kind of things are given, you need to click that laminarin and mannitol food, stored food, that means it must be brown algae. But let's read other options as well. Vegetative cells have cellulosic wall usually covered outside by gelatinous coating of algae. Now this is also matching with brown algae. And the lastly, it is saying that sexual reproduction may be isogamous, anisogamous or oogamous. So this is true for sargassum, which is a brown algae. So third option will be our correct answer for this question. Moving towards the next question, 128. Okay. So which group of plants conduct water and minerals by xylem tracheids? Xylem tracheids, algae, mosses, liverworts and gymnosperm. So the gymnosperm basically conduct water and minerals by xylem tracheids. So fourth option will be our correct answer for this question. Now I have a trick to solve this question. Suppose you don't remember like which have xylem tracheid, which group. So you need to think about the development. When the words like xylem, phloem comes, then it should be related with angiosperm, and if not angiosperm, then it must be gymnosperm. It could be never algae, mosses or liverworts. So fourth option, that's why our correct answer. Now moving towards the next question, that is which group does not produce embryo? Algae, moss, club moss or liverworts. We all know that algae doesn't produce any embryo. So first option here will be our correct answer for this question. Moving towards the next question, you can read the explanation. Moving towards the next question, 130. That Select the correct statement. You can see so many statement based question in this test for this chapter specifically. So it is saying that in pteridophytes the main plant body is gametophyte, which is not correct. The main plant body in pteridophyte is sporophyte. Now the next one is, in bryophytes the dominant phase in life cycle is the gametophytic plant body, which is absolutely correct. Now the next one is, the spread of living pteridophytes is not limited and not restricted to narrow geographical region. It is not correct. You can see that just twisting of words, not. If you just not read these things, do words, then it is correct that the spread of living pteridophytes is limited and restricted to the narrow geographical regions. And the last one, the mosses have an elaborate mechanism of spore dispersal. Sorry, how moss will have seed? These have spores. So this B and D are correct, which is the third option. That's why our correct answer for this question. I hope you are understanding each and every question very clearly. Okay, so now we will moving towards the next question, 131. 131. Okay. It is saying that lichens are well-known combination of an algae and fungus, where fungus has a symbiotic relationship with algae. First option is our correct. Absolutely, symbiotic relationship, you know that. Both have some benefits. Then parasitic relationship with algae, no. Epiphytic relationship with algae, no. Saprophytic relationship with algae, no. No one is dead. So first option will be our correct answer for this question. Now, question number 132. It is saying that how many of these correct for prothallus? Okay, so how many of these correct for prothallus? In conspicuous, small, multicellular, free-living, photosynthetic, thalloid, gametophytes, large and unicellular. You can see this question, how intelligently this is framed, how wisely this is framed. You need to look at every line, every minute details of answer. This is the example. This question is the example for it. So you can just see that prothallus. So prothallus is basically inconspicuous, small, multicellular, free-living, photosynthetic, thalloid gametophytes. So you can see that 6 of them are correct. So first option will be our correct answer for this question. Which are not correct, I think conspicuous is not correct, and also this free-living, thalloid, large is not correct. I think it's small. Yes, the large is not correct. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them are correct. First option is our correct answer. Moving towards the next question, 133. So question number 133, in which group of plants both male and female gametophytes do have an independent free-living existence, that is bryophyte, pteridophyte, gymnosperm, or both 1 and 2. So both bryophyte and pteridophyte have independent free-living existence. That's why fourth option will be our correct answer for this question. Gymnosperms do not have an independent free-living existence. Fourth option will be our correct answer for this question. Moving towards the next question, question number 134. It is saying that a species of Eudorinia produces what kind of gamete? Anisogamous, isogamous, oogamous, or both 2 and 3. So species of Eudorinia produces an isogamous kind of gamete, and that's why first option will be our correct answer for this question. You can see this is from the NCERT. Moving towards the next question, that is 135. Zygotic meiosis occurs in Pinus, Funaria, Pteridium, or Cara. So zygotic meiosis basically occurs in Cara. And what is zygotic meiosis? Zygotic meiosis is the process by which diploid zygote undergoes meiosis to produce haploid gamete. And this process occurs in many plants and animal species, basically in freshwater algae. So fourth option will be our correct answer for this question. Moving towards the next question, 136. Consider the following statement and choose the correct answer. Statement first, sexual reproduction is of oogamous type in Bryophyta. Statement second, Selaginella bears 2 types of spores, hence it is called heterosporous. So statement first is basically correct, that sexual reproduction is Brahmastra type in Bryophyta. And statement second, Selaginella bears two types of spore, that's why it's called heterosporous, is also correct. So both statements are correct. So first option will be your correct answer for this question. Moving towards the question 137. Okay. So it is saying that in which of the following the male or female cones or strobili may be born on the same tree, banyan, cycas, pinus or ginkgo. So basically in pinus, that is monoecious, that's why male and female cones or strobili may be born on the same tree. So third option will be your correct answer for this question. And we know that cycas is dioecious, PM and CD, I told it before. So question number 138. It is saying that the gametophyte of pteridophytes required to grow warm, damp and shady place, cool, damp and shady place, warm, dry and shady place, cool, dry place, and a place of well sunshine. No, that is the gametophyte of pteridophyte required to grow in cool, damp and shady place. Second option will be our correct answer for this question. Moving towards the question 139. Pinus seed cannot germinate and establish without fungal association. This is because its seeds contains inhibitor that prevent the germination. Its embryo is immature, and then it has obligate association with mycorrhiza, and it has very hard seed coat. So why pinus seed cannot germinate and establish without fungal association? Because they have an obligate relationship with mycorrhiza. So without mycorrhiza they can't survive. So that's why third option will be our correct answer for this question. Moving towards the question 140. It is saying that the given diagram represent which of the following plant species. We can see that this diagram is matches with the diagram of equisetum. So here second option will be our correct answer for this question. This is a pteridophyte. Now moving towards the next question 141. So 141. So genera like dash and dash which produces two kind of spore, macro and micro spore, are known as. So genera like Salvinia and Selaginella produces two kind of spore, that is macro and micro spore, known as heterospora. So that's why second option will be our correct answer for this question. Question number 142. It is saying that given below are the two statements and assertion and reason. So assertion is saying that in gymnosperms the pollen grains are released from the microsporangium and carried by air current, which is true. Now the reason is saying that air currents carry the pollen grain and to the mouth of Archegonia, where the male gametes are discharged and the pollen tube is not formed. This is not correct. This is true and this is false. That's why I think third will be the answer. Yes, so assertion is true, reason is false. That's why third is the answer. There is no need to verify that whether the reason is correctly verifying the assertion, because the reason is itself wrong. So it is saying that 143. Estrobili are absent in Selaginella, Equisetum, Dryopteris or Pinus. So estrobili are absent in Dryopteris. So third option will be our correct answer for this question. All of these have estrobili, Equisetum, Selaginella, Pinus. You can see that this is the Equisetum structure, Estrobilus. 144. So in which group the male and female sex organs are called Antheridia and Archegonia respectively? So Antheridia and Archegonia are called in blue green algae, Eubacteria, Protista or Bryophyta. So Antheridia and Archegonia are basically termed used for bryophyte. So that's why fourth option will be our correct answer for this question. Moving towards the next question 145. Okay, it is saying that sphagnum is slowly carbonized, compressed and fossilized over thousands of years to produce a dark spongy mass called peat. Correct. Now the peat helps to keep the soil porous and it also improves the water holding capacity of the soil. Absolutely correct. Now you will follow the traditional method. If we put a because here, because. So now read this. Sphagnum is slowly carbonized, compressed and fossilized over thousands of years to produce dark spongy mass called peat, because peat helps to keep the soil porous and it also no. So this is not saying that why this forms, how sphagnum is slowly carbonized and how this dark spongy mass form peat. It is saying the characteristic of peat, like what peat help us to do. So that's why reason is not correctly verifying the assertion. So both assertion and reason are correct, but reason is not verifying the assertion. That's why second option will be our correct answer for this question. Moving towards the next question, 146. That is, you need to just look at the diagram and tell me. This is the first one is basically fucus. So first is fucus, then second is porphyra, third C is laminaria, and D is polysiphonia. So second option will be correct answer for this question. Moving towards the next question, 147. Which of the following poses flagellated similar sized gamete? Flagellated similar sized gamete have in eulothrix. In eulothrix is a green algae which have the flagellated similar size gamete. Second option will be our correct answer for this question. Moving towards the next question, 148. Which of the following statements is true for cycas? Okay, so microsporangia novular present on the same sporophyte? No, cycas is dioecious. Micro and megasporophylla present in the same cone? Not. Male cone and megasporophylla bond on the separate plant? Absolutely correct. Now male cone and megasporophylla bond on the same plant? No. So third option will be our correct answer for this question. Now question number 149. It is saying that microsporangia in gymnosperms are male strobili, female strobili, both contain male and female gamete or do not contain gamete. So micro always in biology basically means the male gamete or male, something male. Macro or mega means female and micro means male. So here first is male strobili will be our correct. This microsporangia in gymnosperms are male strobili. Now the last one for this section, that is that most important economic significance of pteridophytes are used as food and fodder. It is correct. Used as medicine and soil binder, medicine and soil binders, and then furnishing or paper products. The most important, it is asking most important economic significance is basically it is used as medicine and soil binder. So that's why second option will be our correct answer for this question. So this concludes the explanation part of your botany section for BPT4. I hope you have done very well, and like just one advice from me to you, all of you, that is that now you are writing test. That means you are ahead of many of people. Don't waste your time in any kind of NEET saga or any kind of thing. Just focus on your preparation and target for NEET 2025. All the best.